Have you ever searched your entire Mumbai flat for a phone that was already in your hand? It feels like a silly joke, but if this happens daily, it points to a much deeper problem. We dismiss these moments as simple forgetfulness while our daily focus slowly slips away. You end up staring at your screen, paralyzed by brain fog, blaming your weak willpower. But neuroscience reveals that your discipline is not the actual culprit behind this stagnation. The real issue hides in our modern sedentary routines across corporate hubs like Bengaluru. Sitting in an office chair for 9 hours straight is physically dismantling your processing speed. We believe we are conserving energy for mental tasks, but we are actually starving our neurons. This physical stillness acts as a silent off switch for your brain's executive functions. To understand why this happens, we must look back at how our biology was originally designed. The human brain did not evolve to sit still and analyze complex spreadsheets all day. Our ancestors survived by navigating hostile terrain, which required constant physical movement. Because of this, our cognitive development became entirely dependent on physical exertion. If we do not move, the brain assumes survival is secure and begins to downscale its performance. This evolutionary mechanism triggers a dangerous energy-saving trap within our modern minds. When your body remains stationary, your neural network enters a deep energy-saving mode. The brain consumes 20% of your total energy, so it eagerly cuts power when movement stops. This survival mechanism reduces your computational speed, making simple tasks feel impossible. You feel sluggish not because you are lazy, but because your mental engine is running on low. Nature has a brutal way of treating organisms that surrender their physical mobility. Consider the parasitic wasp, which paralyzes its host but leaves the brain completely intact. Because the host can no longer move, its nervous system becomes entirely redundant. The brain is reduced to a passive organ, keeping only basic metabolic functions alive. This harsh biological law applies directly to modern professionals glued to their desks. This physical stagnation directly erodes a very specific type of human intelligence. Psychologists divide our intellect into crystallized knowledge and fluid intelligence. While crystallized intelligence stores facts, fluid intelligence solves unexpected problems. Sitting for long hours keeps your stored facts safe, but destroys your fluid problem-solving. When a crisis hits your desk, your brain struggles to process the stress and find a way out. This mental decay is not just psychological. It is a physical change in your prefrontal cortex. Your prefrontal cortex is the command center responsible for focus, planning, and willpower. Without physical stimulation, the blood flow to this critical region drops significantly. This lack of oxygen stars the neural pathways, making you feel constantly distracted. You blame your lack of discipline, but your brain is simply starved of vital nutrients. The damage goes even deeper, physically shrinking the very center of your memory. A landmark study from London University revealed a shocking truth about sedentary habits. Prolonged sitting physically shrinks the hippocampus, which is your memory center. This structural loss is why you struggle to retain new information during long meetings. Your short-term memory is actively decaying simply because your body is kept completely still. Yet, top global leaders have found a way to reverse this process entirely. Many successful corporate leaders in India start their day with intense physical activity. They're not just burning calories, they're actively upgrading their cognitive capacity. By forcing their hearts to pump, they flood their prefrontal cortex with fresh oxygen. This morning routine acts as a biological reset button for their daily decision-making. The secret behind this mental clarity lies in a powerful chemical compound. Physical movement triggers the release of BDNF, a crucial protein for brain health. Neuroscientists refer to BDNF as a miracle fertilizer that builds new neural connections. Without this protein, your brain cells cannot communicate effectively or form new memories. Because of BDNF, exercise literally reshapes the physical structure of your mind. This chemical shift transforms your mind from a rigid state into something highly flexible. A sedentary brain is like dry, rigid clay that cracks under any sudden pressure. But after physical movement, your brain becomes soft and highly moldable like fresh clay. This neuroplastic state allows you to absorb complex information with absolute ease. You can learn faster and adapt to workplace stress without feeling mentally exhausted. Clinical studies have measured this exact boost in neural communication speed. Research shows that regular physical activity boosts neural communication by 30%. This means your brain processes data and solves complex problems much faster. It is like upgrading your office internet connection to a high-speed fiber network. You do not need more hours at your desk. You simply need a faster mental processor. Before we share the practical steps, let us hear from our amazing community. If you have a personal focus hack that works better than this video, please share below. Please leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, and like this video to support us. Your unique insights help other busy professionals break free from mental fatigue. We love reading how different people manage to stay active during hectic workdays. Now, let us debunk a major myth about what it actually takes to wake up your brain. You do not need a grueling 5 a.m. gym routine to unlock these cognitive benefits. Many people fail because they set unrealistic fitness goals that do not fit their busy lives. The brain does not care about heavy weights. It simply requires consistent circulation. Even a small, manageable routine can trigger the release of those essential proteins. In fact, a simple daily walk can produce immediate and powerful mental changes. A simple 20-minute brisk walk in your local park can completely transform your focus. This brief activity triggers what scientists call the acute exercise effect. For 2 hours afterward, your prefrontal cortex operates at its absolute peak performance. It is the perfect cost-free mental hack to use right before a major business meeting. If you cannot leave your office, you can still trick your brain using micro-movements. You can keep your brain active throughout the day using simple micro-movements. Taking the stairs or standing during calls prevents your mind from entering sleep mode. These tiny physical adjustments signal to your nervous system that you are still active. This constant feedback loop keeps your cognitive processing speed high all day long. This connection between body and mind is supported by a revolutionary psychological theory. The theory of embodied cognition proves that our physical state dictates our thoughts. Your brain is not a separate computer. It is deeply connected to your physical body. If your posture is slumped and still, your thoughts will naturally become sluggish. By changing your physical state, you instantly change your mental capabilities. This means we must change how we think about the spark of daily motivation. We often wait for motivation to strike before we take any physical action. But cognitive science shows that physical action actually generates motivation. Moving your body first forces your brain to release the dopamine you need to focus. Stop waiting for the perfect mood and let your physical movement lead the way. You can start today with the smallest possible rituals to break this cycle. Start by placing your phone across the room, so you must stand up to turn off your alarm. This simple physical effort immediately wakes up your nervous system every morning. These tiny daily habits are perfectly suited for busy modern Indian lifestyles. What it really comes down to is the decision in that room was never quite closed. By breaking the physical stillness, you can finally step out of your mental cage. Stop fighting your mind with sheer willpower and start moving your physical body. The clarity and focus you have been searching for are waiting just outside your chair. Take that first step today and let your physical engine unlock your true potential. Your brain is ready to perform at its best the moment you decide to take action. That small physical choice still lives quietly inside someone's ordinary day.